What's up guys, welcome back to Aquatic Elements. Today, as you can see behind me, we are at Monster Fish Farm in Bampong in Thailand. We're gonna head in there, check out some of their amazing fish. I believe this farm specializes in the panda oranda and also the tricolour and Apache oranda. We've got some absolutely stunning bonsai out the front, which are absolutely amazing. Really cool trees, but we're not here just to see the trees, we're here to see the fish. So let's head on in and let's check out some fish. So as you can see here, we have loads of fry stuck in these bowls. So these must be a few days old, maybe 1 day old. And we can see we've got some more bowls over there as well. So these fry are just sitting in these bowls and then they will slowly come up. So very newly hatched. Might also have some fry in those tanks as well. But you can see as we move around, we've got some 1 to 1.5 inch fish, and then we've got some 1 inch very tiny fish here. So I was informed that a lot of the young fish are raised on baby brine shrimp nauplii, which was the instar one of brine shrimp. So as soon as they've hatched, they then are fed to the fish. And once those fish reach fingerling size, probably a little bit smaller than this, about 1 centimetre in length, they are then fed on steamed eggs up until they get to around 1 inch, 1.5 inch size, and then they are starting to feed them on a mix of steamed eggs and then also pellets as well. I can just see there that looks like a pearl scale oranda, really unique, very different variety. We've also got lots more babies on this side of the farm as well, all around 1 inch in length. And then as we head over to the other side of the farm, just over there, we've got some larger fish. Now by the looks of it, this farm just has, once again, the short-tail oranda, mainly tricolour and panda oranda. So once we've checked out this side of the farm where we got the smaller fish, we'll head over to some of the bigger fish. But it's quite interesting to see the pond construction here. Slightly different pond construction. You can see we've got them raised on stilts, and then we've got these platforms which run the length of the farm, but slightly different pond construction. I'd say these are more about 14 inches deep. You can see some pellets just on the bottom of the pond there, and lots of young fingerlings, young fish. We got some more pellets on the bottom. Yeah, about 14 inch, probably about 2 meters by 2 meters, maybe 1.8 meter square. Very interesting just to see the different layout and different style of the farm. I would say we've probably got about 100 ponds in this farm, but let's head over to the larger fish and check out some of those. We've seen the smaller fish on the farm side behind me, so now we're venturing into the slightly larger fish. These fish are all, I would say, about 2 to 3 inches, and as I mentioned earlier, they are mainly the panda and tricolour variant. So you can see here we've got a mix of tricolour and panda fish just beneath me. So I'm going to switch the camera around and we can have a look at those fish now. So it looks like we got lots of tricolours here and panda goldfish. Different body shape compared to the other farms as well. This pond we got some more panda goldfish, probably around 20 to 25 pieces. Very young. I'd say majority of these fish are about 8 to 12 weeks old, so very young fish. Most likely around that 8-month-old mark. And as per the other farms, we have the trickle coming in, an overflow, and then we've got the air stones. Now the air stones run all on this central pipe going along the farm, but you can see all of the fish on this side are the same size, so it's quite nice to see the layout of this farm. We've got all the fry, then we've got all the young and fingerlings, and then we move to the slightly larger fish, and then we go on to the bigger fish, which we'll move around to slowly. Majority of these fish, as I said, all panda and tricolour. Really nice quality. Nice to see a different style as well, not too compact, and you can obviously see the wen is developing on these fish. It hasn't quite yet developed, so these fish do take time and they do look different, a lot different when they are younger. Heading around here, we got some more young fish, all around 3 inches. And we're getting closer to the bigger fish now. So I've just come down to this section where the majority of the smaller to medium fish are, and Jimmy's just actually bowled up some of the smaller fish into these baskets. Looks like there's around 50 pieces, so let's take a close look at them. So looking like these fish are around the 2 inch mark. Really nice panda oranda. Perfect if you have a smaller aquarium. And these are going to be heading back to the USA at some point over the next month or so. Really nice quality, nice wen shape to the top, perfect for growing out. And in just a moment we'll see some of the larger fish where you can see what they'll turn into.
Black tancho.
Wow, black tancho oranda, really unique. Don't think I've seen one of those before. Lovely fish, perfect for growing on, perfect for developing and grooming. So as you can see, the breeders just bowled up some fish for us in some floating baskets. Really nice quality. That's really nice. We've got 3 pieces in this basket, 2 pieces and then 2 pieces. I'm going to spin the camera around, we can have a close look at them. Very high quality tricolour oranda. Haven't yet seen any fish like this style and of this coloration on our trip so far, so it's really interesting to see these unique varieties. So first up, as you can see, we have 3 pieces in this floating basket here. I would say these fish are 4.5 to 5 inches in length. Really unique head development where the majority of the wen is on top of the fish rather in the cheek area and the side area. Got nice rose tail. I would say this is more of a medium tail, not quite a large tail, but more of a medium tailed fish, which is nice to see compared to a lot of the short tailed fish that we've seen on the trip so far. As we head round, we've got a couple more in this basket here and this basket. Really unique near jade seal wen on this oranda. Stunning coloration, really deep black as well. The black looks very stable on these fish. A larger body to this one, really round body, potentially female. The majority of these fish are probably under 1 year old, probably 6 to 8 months old compared to some of the other farms. Just check out this one, probably one of my favorites. Really nice tail, split, good split down the middle, nice wen color, beautiful quality. So there's some of the largest fish on the farm. We're going to head down this aisle now and check out what other fish that they have available. Now we've seen the young fry, we've also seen the young fish. We're moving on now to the larger section. So all of the fish in the boxes and the crates here will all be sold, and these will all be going on to customers. We're now venturing onto the fish that are 4, 5, 6 inches in size. All really nice, and it's good to see how they develop from the fry to the fingerlings to the youngsters and then on to the larger fish for sale. So once again, I'll spin the camera around, we can look at these bigger fish and another different pond construction you can see here. I'd say these are probably 800 litre ponds, and then the probably slightly larger ponds on that size, but this is as we come back towards the entrance. So let's flip the camera around once again and we can take a look at these guys. So as you can see, these are mostly around the 4-inch size, more tricolour. We also got some Apaches here, the first Apaches I've seen so far, and it's also good to see that they do seem to be keeping that black coloration. Now just check out the wen growth on these, very different to the other style of fish we've seen. The wen growth seems to be more on the top on these fish, nice round tummies, and slightly longer fins I would say. Looks like the fins are a little bit bigger compared to some of the other farms we've visited. So let's head around that side. Big wen on this guy. Really big wens on some of these. Some larger fish, 5 to 6 inch here. And then obviously this area is where they probably had more tanks. All the way down here, the tanks sit on these blocks, and then you've got the walkways either side. So I'm wondering if this is maybe the label for the sold pond sign potentially. A mix of fish in here. It's really interesting to see that each farm has a different variety. Some more Apache fish. You can see there they've obviously turned the trickle off so they can adjust the flow rates with these ball valves. And then over there you can see we've got viewing tanks to view the fish in, if you want to look at the side view, not just the top view as well. So it looks like that is the whole of this farm. So very interesting to see they just specialise really in these panda, tricolour and a few Apache Aranda. So they're really focused on one specific variety and trying to perfect it. Got some lovely fish in this pond just here. It's nice that we don't have too much surface agitation, so you can really start to see the fish. Just see the different styles as well. Obviously we've still got our netting all over the farm, and then it's surrounded by netting to stop any predation or any predators. And then we've also got some nets hung up as well, where you can net the fish up and place them into baskets. So that is the full tour of the monster goldfish farm. Very interesting, as I said, to see the different varieties and the unique varieties that they produce. So I'm going to end the video there. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this video of Monster Goldfish Farm here in Bampong in Thailand. Any questions, leave them down below, and if you have any comments, you can also leave them down below. Thank you all for watching. Remember to keep those water changes up, and happy fish keeping.